Hello all of you. Welcome to Microsoft Hyper-V 2025 course series. In this session, we'll talk about how to install Hyper-V in Windows Server 2019 Data Center and how to install Hyper-V in Windows 10 as well. Windows 10 and Windows 11 both have the same steps. So we'll see how to install Hyper-V on Windows 10 as well. So let's start the session, guys. This is my lab. As you can see that this is the server, Windows Server 2019 server. So if you see that, if I open this machine and I check the properties, this PC properties over there, you will see that Windows Server 2019 Data Center I'm using over there. So this is the server, okay? And now this is the machine I have, Server 2019 machine. Now I'm going to install Hyper-V on that. Okay, right now what I'm doing right now I'm doing the nested virtualization. Actually, what happens if you see my structure diagram, you can say that we'll talk about the nested virtualization as well, but the concept is that what we have, like, this is my physical machine, okay, and this is my physical machine, you can say. This is my lab, actually I'm showing you, and in that we install Windows 10. I install Windows 10 over there, and in that Windows 10 in physical machine I'm using workstation VMware workstation 16 something, 16 Pro. Okay, this is the workstation I'm using over there as a hypervisor. Now I'm going to create, means I'm already created two virtual machines over there like this. So one virtual machine name is Windows Server 2019. This is the VM, Windows Server 2019 VM, you can say that VM, and another one is Windows 10 VM, like this. Okay, so now what I'm trying to do is I'm going to install another hypervisor in my VM, in my VM. This is my VMware VM, and I'm going to install another hypervisor. So for that, you can say that in Microsoft says you that you can install only one hypervisor at a time. You're not able to install multiple hypervisors in a same physical hardware. Okay, so that's why what I need to do, I just enabled nested virtualization on both these VMs. There is a method is there. The name is nested virtualization. So I installed or I enabled only nested virtualization concept. Nested virtualization. Okay. So in both the VMs, I enabled nested virtualization over there as well and over there as well. So once I enable nested virtualization, I am able to install another hypervisor over there. Okay, so this is what I am doing right now. Okay, so I will tell you in my upcoming lectures how we can enable nested virtualization on my VMware VMs. Okay, so so now you can see that this is my VMware and this is my VM. First VM is Windows Server 2019 Data Center. Okay, now I'm going to install Hyper-V on that. So how we can do that? I just go to Start, and over there we have the option Server Manager. In servers, we have a server manager option is there. Means it's a tool. Through that, we're able to install or remove any roles and features. So I click on that. So in Hyper-V is a role, you can say that. So I just click on simple add roles and features, and simple click on next. I choose role based or feature based installation because I want to install role actually. So click on next. There is my server name and the IP address and the edition I'm installing already. So I need to use Hyper-V. So I click on Hyper-V over there. Just check this option and click on add. If everything is fine, see, now you can see that I already enabled nested virtualization. That's why it shows me I'm able to install Hyper-V. If I'm not enabled nested virtualization, so it's not allowing me to install another hypervisor. Okay, so it's okay. We will see how we can. I will showing you in upcoming lectures how to enable nested virtualization on your VMware VMs. Now Hyper-V. Now click on next. I don't need any features. Simple click on next. Now It's give you the information about what is Hyper-V. We already know that. Now you can see that this is my LAN card, okay, which I am using right now in my in this virtual machine. So I have a LAN card over there. So I'm using this LAN card as a network switch. Now, if you want to allow migrations, live migrations, that like imagine you have a multiple Hyper-V servers and you want to move your VMs between the Hyper-V host. In that case, we can go for that. So right now, I'm not using live migrations. If you want to use live migration, you can allow. You can allow later as well. It doesn't mean that you want to enable this feature right now. No, you can allow later as well. Now simply click on next. Now they're asking me the default location where my virtual hard disk saves and where my virtual machines are saved. So like when you're going to install Hyper-V, after installing Hyper-V, you want to going to create a virtual machine. So in that case, it shows you where you can install your virtual hard disk and where you can install your virtual machine and through Hyper-V. So these are the default locations. You can change this location as well. So in future, we can go for that. Right now, I'm using the default one. Now click on next. I'm going to restart my destination server automatically if required. I enable the automatic restart over there and click on install. So this is how we are going to install Hyper-V in my servers. So through Server Manager, so Server Manager is a default tool. Through that we are able to install Hyper-V in servers. It takes some time. Okay. So meanwhile, let's wait for that. Now I will see that once it's installed, it's restarting my server. Okay, so my server is going to restart right now, as you can see that. Now you can see that my server is restarted. Now I'm going to log in my server. Now you can see that I successfully installed the Hyper-V. We can see just start, click on start and click on Windows Administrative Tools. Over there you can find out Hyper-V Manager. This is the tool. So it means that I just pin to taskbar this tool. So this is the tool actually, Hyper-V Manager. Okay, so Hyper-V is properly installed in my server. Now how we can install in my client? This is my Windows 10 machine, as you can see that. Now in if you want to install a Hyper-V in Windows 10, what you can do, you can simple open run and write down control. I need to open control panel. So the command is to open control panel is open run and write down control and click on OK. Now just click on category, go to large icons, and over there you can find out programs and features. Let's click on programs and features. Now over there we have the option turn Windows features on off. So I click on turn Windows features on off. I'm using Windows 10 Enterprise Edition. So first if I'm showing you, so I open my this PC properties, and if I'm showing you, I'm using right now Windows 10 Enterprise. Okay. So now you can see that once I click on turn Windows features on off, over there you can find out Hyper-V. Okay, just simple check this option and click on OK. Now you can see that it's asking to restart now. I click on restart now. So it's going to restart my Windows 10 machine. Now you can see that my client machine is started now. Now I just simple login in my Windows 10 machine. Okay, now you can see that my Windows 10 is successfully logged in. And now I click on start, and over there you can see that in all apps, you will see Hyper-V in admin tools. I think in admin tools over there you can see that, see Hyper-V Manager. So I just right click over there and pin to taskbar. So here it is, the Hyper-V Manager. It's successfully installed. So it means that Hyper-V Manager is what? It's a kind of a tool. Okay, it's a kind of a tool where we can manage all Hyper-V. Okay, so this is the way how we can install a Hyper-V on the servers and in client edition as well. So where you can install Hyper-V, that particular machine is known as Hyper-V host. So right now we have two Hyper-V hosts, Windows Server 2019 Hyper-V host and Windows 10 Hyper-V host. So we have one server Hyper-V host and one we have a client Hyper-V host. Both machines are working as a Hyper-V host. Hyper-V host means where we can install Hyper-V, and through that machine be able to manage all the Hyper-V virtual machines and virtual switches. That machine is known as Hyper-V host. Okay, so that's it in this session, guys. Thank you for watching.